Hi everyone, it's Lisa. Today we are going to practice Yin Yoga. You will need one yoga block. If you don't have a block, you can replace with your pillow or cushions. And today's focus, we will be aiming on the connections between ourselves and our body. During this Yin Yoga, we're gonna stay in one pose for really long. So if you feel anything uneased, please just deliver your breath to that location. And the most important thing is you always try to connect yourself with that part of the body. And our body holds a lot of emotions in a way which we might not notice, much more deeper inside our bones and connective tissues. They are grieving when you don't really cry. Through this practice, I hope we can release those emotions and build the connections to ourselves and everywhere inside our body. Another key is to do the asana only 60 and 70%, not 100%, because we're going to hold at least 3 to 5 minutes. If you do 100% during your asana, you will like to give up or drop out immediately. That's why 60 and 70% is the key during Yin Yoga practice. And this is how we surrender. Let's do it together now. Come to the butterfly positions. Put the sole of your feet together, heels away from your hips. Let your knee just drop. You can put your block between your feet and you can decide how high you want your block to be. They can be the highest, second highest, and the lowest. It really depends on your flexibility. And remember, we are going to hold the pose at least 3 to 5 minutes. So 60 and 70% is always the best aiming. And during the practice, it is very important to bring the floor to you. So the block is acting like a floor. So you bring the floor closer to you. So let's slowly inhale and exhale. Put your forehead on the block and your hands just lying down, palm facing up and forward fold here. This asana also known as the king of Yin Yoga because it practices all the meridians, the major ones, especially the liver, the kidney, the spleen meridians. That's why we're going to stay here for a really long time. Pay attention on how your body is feeling now. And also pay attention to how you talk to yourself at this moment. Let's slowly push the floor, strengthen your spine, and be very gentle. You can release your blocks, and we're gonna come to the deer pose. So make your right leg go backwards and the left leg, the left shin, it's parallel with your mat. The right thigh, it's parallel with your mat too. And put your block in front of you. And we inhale, exhale, forward fold. You can relax your forehead on the block. This is the gentle hips opening positions. If you feel anything uneasy, you can always correct a little bit your positions. Maybe try to make your back knees come closer to the front mat. The point is to maintain the knee 90-90 if you can do it. If it's not, it's okay. Just stay here. Feel the connections between your breath and your body. No matter how you feel now, just remember it. Be aware of it. Because awareness is the agent of change. And this is how we learned. So you don't need to judge yourself. Simply notice. And that's already very beautiful. And slowly we will release ourselves from the pose. Remember, be very, very gentle. You should be gentle towards to yourself, even outside of the mat. That's how we should do in our everyday life. Now let's come to the other side. Make sure your right shin is parallel with the mat and both knee 90-90, and adjust your block. And inhale, exhale, forward fold. You might feel there's a little bit difference between your left and right, but that's okay. It's very common. We can't have equally even distributions every day through our movement. And this is the reason we need to practice. So you can notice the difference. And this is the best time to listen to your body. A good listener never judge. That's how we should do. And this is how we should treat others as well. Sometimes in our everyday life, it's way much easier to criticize, to judge, to give opinions, suggestions. But it's very hard to feel compassion towards to others. And if you can feel compassionate for yourself, you will cultivate these abilities to others. And this will only bring much more love to your life. Let's coming out from the pose. Be slow and steady. How do you feel? Yin Yoga is a very good practice at evening, even before going to bed. They can bring you a very good quality of sleep. Now let's spread our legs. And remember, don't do it 100%. 60-70% is the key. We bring the blocks to you and forward fold, forehead on the blocks. Just be here. If you feel it's too much for you, you can always shorter the distance between your legs. Otherwise, you will like to give up very soon. In modern days, our life is always going forward. We have never been taught how to go backwards. Going backwards is always represent something not positive. But on the contrary, going backwards is helping us to rethink, to pause, to reconnect, or even recognize something which we didn't notice before. The point is, you don't need to be stopped there. You can go backwards and go forward again. Maybe sometimes it's a lot of backwards, but that's okay. Just remember, you don't really give up. And sometimes inside my class, my students will feel, oh no, I don't want to continue. It's too much pain. The pain might come from the physical ones or mental ones. Because it's too much pain to be with your own suffering. And we never really learn from that. And we can't learn from that from school either. Through this practice, I hope you can aware of that being backwards by only doing 60-70% of the yoga pose can help you to know yourself better, to connect yourself better. And this is how we surrender. We surrender to our ego and just be here. Slowly use your hands to push the floor and strengthen your spine gradually. I feel really good after those practice. How about you? And now let's move our block on the other side. We are coming to Sphinx pose. Please make sure your elbow is under your shoulder. And remember to push the floor so you don't drop your upper body down. Feel the stretch on your lower back. And if you want, you can bring the block in front of you. Put your forehead on the block. If you think you are okay without a block, just stay here. The option is yours. No matter which way, it's always the right way, as long as you connect yourself with your body. For me, I have a car accident in the past, so I have injury on my spine. This is also the reason I start practicing yoga. And because of that, I'm always pay very careful attentions in any practice, because I don't want my lower back situations become worse. That's why I build strong connections with my body. And this is also the reasons during the yoga practice, you should listen to your body way much more than listen to the teacher. You can stay here and relax. And try to deliver your breath to your lower back. Feel the air circulated through your body. This is a very good visualizations practice. And when more air coming to your stiff part of the body, the more opportunity it will release the tension. So please give it a try. We are coming out from the pose. Release your block We're going to lie down. Put your palms together, forehead on top of your hands. We will stay here a little bit and come to the next move. Let's lift our right knee up. Make sure your right inner thigh is touching the ground. Half frog pose. And when we lie down, I would like you to massage the muscles between your eyes, even closer with your eyebrow area and nose connections area, and use your knuckle to massage this place. The reason we are doing that because we are always staring on our phone, on the TV, in front of computer. So our eye muscles also feel a little bit tired every day. By staying here, we will try to self-massage ourselves a little bit. And you can roll your head gradually, slowly feel the sensations. Maybe you can come between your eyebrows and the connections areas close with your nose and eyeballs. Maybe you don't need to massage that much. You can just press at some certain point that you feel sore and then release and come to the other area and release. You can continue with those steps until you feel between your eyes, between your eyebrows, has been massaged fully. If you really feel a little bit body sensations, remember it. And if you like this small practice, you can always come back doing that yourself. This is a micro movement, but can bring a lot of benefit because we have a lot of nerve and muscles here as well. So we try to take good care of ourselves. Let's slowly change side of your leg. We lift our left leg up to half frog positions. And if you want, you can continue massage. Or you can just release and relax at these positions. I really like this move. It brings a lot of peace, enjoyment, and I feel opening in my inner thigh, my hips, but at the same time, this is a very gentle move because we have the earth who is supporting us. Let's slowly put our legs back and we push ourselves to child pose. You can choose open knee child pose, or you can use the block underneath your hips if you can't sit on your heels. The option is yours. Make sure your forehead, your palm, your elbow on the ground. And if you want to relax your shoulder, you can put your hands next to your body, palm facing up. Again, you can decide which one suits the best for you. Just feel the calm, feel the peace, feel the relaxations. Slowly we push ourselves up. We are coming down to Savasana. How do you feel overall? Do you feel release and let go? The Savasana is the most important pose in yoga practice. This is the chance you lie down completely just to feel all your body. What does it bring to you before the lessons and after the lessons? Just be aware and simply notice. Let's slowly move our fingertips, our toes, our ankles, our legs. Bend your knees and we will sleep on the side, no matter which side you decide. And we're gonna rest here a little bit. And let's slowly push the floor, coming to natural seated positions. Put your hands on your knees, close your eyes, strengthen your spine, and just be here and notice. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Let's slowly open our eyes, hands together to your third eye, to your heart. Thank you very much for practicing with me. Please share or like if you really like this practice. Namaste.